Hey, welcome back all. So today I want to discuss something different. So one of the viewers sent a message like, hey Renee, you're showing a lot of expensive models, like 80, 100 buck plus euro. Can you also show some cheap ones? Now, luckily, by luck, I had actually bought some cheap ones lately. I'm going to show two brands today. The red ones here are Atlas and the left ones are Amercom. So Atlas Amercom. Both brands are Diecast, well detailed, and actually, let's see how good they really are. So these are usually around, I paid like £10 per piece, and these I paid £20 per piece. Let's see how they act, how they look, what quality are they, and is it worth it? I have had purchase in the past from Atlas in Japan, or Atlas or D'Agostino. In general, not bad at all. Let's start with Atlas and then later on we get back to Amercom. So Atlas, same style as the Amercom. So a plastic back, so this one actually still has some data on it. So it's an Australian helicopter from Airbus, or Eurocopter in this case, the AS350BA. Simple packaging, but in general, what's there to say? It's a blister, it's well packaged. It will not get damaged just when in transport, so not bad at all. The only downside is once you start opening them, it's done. And the other one is a Chinook type helicopter CH-46 from the Marines. Let's see, let's open one. Let's have a look. So I recall that the blister, it's hard to keep them in one piece, as you can see. So what I usually do, I throw away the cardboard after, and then keep the blister just to keep it. Let's see if I can have a little knife here or something. Usually the blister and the cardboard separate, but in this case, unfortunately not. So what I will do afterwards, and this is a bit of a sloppy unpackaging. So let's get the cardboard out of the way. So what I usually do is I keep these two blisters. So there's one inner blister and an outer blister. So the inner one can go out. That's a bit. Sounds screwy. So a nice molded blister. I'll keep these in the future for transport. As you can put the helicopter in there nicely. Oh wow, quite heavy. So as for die cast and plexiglass parts, this looks impressive actually. Looks really good. This is a bit wobbly, but in general, nice heavy model. I cannot say much bad about it. I'll shoot some close-ups afterwards, of course, but even the Australian Army logos, it all sits well on there. There is even a little manual with it, I see. So that's something we don't even see with the more expensive models nowadays. Simple instruction how to put things on there. Feels a bit like a Kinder Surprise. Oh, even tag on it. So these stands I usually see they can easily break or you have to glue them, but this one actually not bad. And how does it sit under there? No, not bad. Let's see all the parts. I will try and do in this video all four, since they're quite simple models. Oh, so that's nice. So they took the time to make it like a half moon shape, so half round. So they actually have a little bit of how to put the parts on there, so that you don't do it the wrong way. Now I can imagine that you snap these really easily, so I would take my time with this. I also will do that. So I will put these on in advance before putting them on the model itself. That's not so bad actually. And then the rear rotor, single molded plastic piece. Pretty simple. Nice little model. There should be a hole here. Yeah, perfect. Not bad. So that's the first one. I'll do a close-up with all four in a second. Put this one a little bit in the front or in the back. The next one from the Marines. Let's see if this one will, yeah, this one is doing exactly what I wanted. So how it separates. So the inner blister and outer blister again. Again, quite impressive. So it even has a little cable winch on there. A little bit of oil. Interesting to see that. So in the packaging they put some lubricant or oil, like, probably against corrosion. Even little details like Snoopy on the side. Again, glass looks really good. Little pegs, the wheels, they don't move. It's just static. But in general, it's all die-cast. Door doesn't open, so with Corgi and other more expensive models, these doors can open, but hey, for the price, for £20, that's actually really cool. Again, also a small assembly guide in there. So also, again, with all those details, how to put things together. Stand, same style, also the Sea Knight. It's called a Boeing Vertal, by the way. I always call them Chinooks for some reason. I know it's a different code, but it all looks the same for me. I have a Chinook in a few minutes, of course, from Amercom. That's the mistake. So what I mean with these stands, they pop off quite easily. So usually when they don't really fit properly, I put a little bit of glue on them, seeing it's such a simple stand. And then the same as the other one we just had. So it sits quite well. Let's put the props together and then go to the Amercom one. And then again, probably, yeah. So also that same half moon, so that you can click them in only one way and not the wrong way. These are a bit harder to push on, I have to say. You can hear maybe the sound even, like the plastic rubbing. This one the other way. Yep. No, that's one. It's a pretty simple design. Actually a bit too long. So they hit the frame. Maybe the other one is a bit shorter. Could be. They're not marked, but we'll see in a sec. So I have to say, so far I'm not disappointed actually. Quality for the price, maybe even a bit on the cheap end. Because I know when I was visiting in Japan, I think I paid like from yen to euro, like less than $5 per model from IXO or Atlas, the red blistered ones, let's say. So in general, not bad. So these only fit one way, I think. This one is too big. How does that work? Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit more of a tight fit. So, not bad. Again, like, really not disappointed for that price. These were the cheaper ones from the two brands. But for what you get for the money, not bad. Let's go to the Chinook from Amercom. So it has same style of packaging, some more info on the back, some original size, how many crew, speed, nice, the country of origin, so not bad at all. So this one probably is going to have the same problem, but the back is not going to stay in one piece. So it's noticeable Amercom spends a bit more time on the details. Now, unfortunately, this is something you have to throw away. So a bit of a waste of a detail, but stands and prop blades come together. The paint looks a lot cooler on Amercom. The rear door doesn't open, the wheels are on one piece. Even some residue from the mold is here, I think. Or it's supposed to be a cargo hook. I think it's the cargo hook. But also here again has some silicone oil all over the model. Really greasy models. And probably because they know they have to go in containers and storage and long haul shipping. Even the table probably is going to get more dirty than it already is. Could also be that somebody repackaged this one, as I'm not 100% sure on that. I would call it in one piece. But in general, not bad. The oil is a bit green colored even. Stand looks, the base is actually the same style as Hobby Master uses, even the top part. They just made some modifications for their own helicopter. Details, country flag, nicely cut into the plate. It looks a lot more like the real deal. Not bad. Huh? So the blades, let's hope that this will go well. I've had some bad luck in the past with blades when putting them on. I'm not the first one probably that snaps them. So these also, they have pegs in a specific size. So we have half round and we have squares. So I believe these should go here. Now you can imagine if you pull up or down, it's probably done. That will break, I'm pretty sure of that. So these are those little things that take your time with. Because I don't think this is made for some rough, tough and handling like most models. The blades are unique on this one. So that means that front and back are not identical. Okay. And at least here they kept in mind the size. I'm not sure if they should be that big, the blades, but it looks interesting for sure. They go on really easy versus the other one. Maybe a bit too loose, but they're staying on there, so I'm not that worried yet. These won't go in my cabinet, they won't go on top, because my whole helicopter collection is on top of my cabinet. A bit side heavy, because the stand is quite small, but in general, cool looking model. Don't personally need to buy an expensive brand one if you want a Chinook, especially with this cool camouflage. Not bad. We'll finish the last one and then we'll make a close-up shoot. So with this one I already noticed that one of the blades from the rear came off from the tail. So we'll see if we can re-glue that afterwards, or maybe it clicks on. So has same story, a lot of details on the back. This one is from Bosnia from 69 and 96, sorry. But in general, for seeking, it doesn't look bad, but it feels very light. With this one, the actual original image. And again, the same details on the back. Now I have a ton of blisters here on the side. And there's that blade. Let's see. I think it snapped off. But nothing a little bit of glue will not fix. Oh wow, okay, that's cool. So this one actually has a functional door on it. Not bad. Like, I know that, I believe it's Corgi that has another part that came off. It has also one of these, but they're a lot more expensive than the 20 pounds that I paid for this one. So I'm probably gonna have to re-glue this part and the small part, but in general, not bad. Paint, weight, all that looks really good. Packaging of the blades is a little bit less nice than, I have to say, the Atlas. Atlas had nice in the blister a cutout or a heat cutout. This one is a little bit less impressive, let's say. And these blades look even more sensitive. So even like a little pack sticking out. They're all in the same shape, so all square. Stand again the same. So I have flag and the scale all on the same base as Hobby Master uses, or at least multiple diecast brands. The stand goes in only one way, clicks in nicely all in the way into the frame. But yeah, not bad. These ones go in a little bit harder. I really have to keep control of the axle. And this one clicks on super easy. Weird. So I sometimes like to try and fit the blades in on multiple spots. If it feels a bit loose on another one, maybe on the next one it's a bit more tight. Some warping in the blades also. Not that the real ones don't warp, but this one's very loose again. Let's see if this one's a bit more tight fit. Yeah. But I do like that they paid attention to detail with the yellow paint on the tips of the blades. So the only thing I need to do is re-glue this part. I'm going to do that off scene, and then I'm going to show you guys a close. So the close up. So as I said, like this is then an Atlas, but the paint similar to the Amercom, but you cannot say anything bad about this. This is looking really good for the price that you pay. Also here with the little Eurocopter, also looks really good. The details, as I mentioned, even a little Snoopy that was originally also on there. Let's see if we can have a good focus on that thing. Looks really impressive, really good. Details on the Australian Army logos or Navy logos in this case. Nice, really looks good. And then Amercom. Now this one was one that I wanted personally myself because of the camouflage that I really like. Also the little radar antennas. Shame they don't have the windscreen wipers on there, but still, for the detail and the scale that you pay for, looks really nice. Just for a static model, man, I'm trying to get focus on this thing. Looks good, nothing bad to say. And then the last one. So I reattached this blade here. It came off. Let's see if we can get it on focus. So here the details at danger and all that. It's all complete. They did their best to make some text on it. And then on top bonus that I didn't even notice when I had it in the store, that the door actually opens. There's nothing behind it that's detailed, but the boom is a bit weird looking here. The connection is not 100%, some plastic part, but it's not bad. Like, So thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped one viewer that asked for some cheaper models, and in this case then helicopters. Maybe next time I'll see if I can get some of my aircraft downstairs that are from this brand also, from Atlas in this case. From Amercom I don't have any jets unfortunately yet. But thank you guys, hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to send messages like what you would like to see, and thank you.